level. So I've changed a few things. That was a bit unexpected. And so I left the first level the same, but I've changed this level to have this, and it works well. I'm trying to fix that bug. It's constantly dying and then re-dying. I think I might have an idea though. Dying. Yeah, I'm guessing there's no word called that, but invulnerable? Yeah, let's call this that. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. So, really, just quite simple. Set invulnerable to 0. And set invulnerable to what? And if invulnerable is, if invulnerable is less than 1, only then we do that. So as I've been editing while the game was playing, might not work, and what? Hold on, let me see something. Invulnerable is 1. Now I'm spike resistant. At the start of the game, it should be 0. And now if I climb here, yeah, something is wrong. I'm not sure how to fix it, so I'm just going to delete some of these spikes and see whether that can fix it. I'm guessing there might be something wrong with the circular platform though, because circles are a bit hard to navigate. And now I cannot die, except if I actually set up the code to die. There. That automatically sets invulnerable to 0, and something is wrong. Okay, I think we can actually remove the invulnerable thing. We might need it later on though, so I'm just going to keep the variable around. Since I have a feeling that we're going to need it later, but we're not going to need it for the player. We're going to need it for those flameons, I think. So that should now work properly. Yeah, better. And so, what next? Well, what's this? What is this? It's supposed to be a pool of lava, so why don't you just create a sprite called lava? No, lava. Now. So over here I can just do this, and then I can drag the shape around. And all we have to do is we have to center the sprite. Otherwise it won't be accurate. So now we can move this around properly. Wait, the spikes are centered. Yeah. What is happening? The thing with lava is you have to put some area below it because it's going to flow up and down, and if we see this, it works kind of well, but I think that this lava can look better. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to use a gradient fill in order to create something like this. No, it's too red. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I don't think that needs to be that tall though, because I feel like we're not going to make this flow up and down too much. So now, in a forever loop. So first, let's just finish something up. Stop other scripts and sprite. In a forever loop? Huh. Oh yeah, set y to, okay, let's go with a very basic variable. Calling it, oh wait, we already have something like that, timer. So first, we can reset timer. And now, if we set y to timer, whoa. What's the timer? It's slowly rising up. But what if we multiply the timer by some value, like 360? Okay, now it's way too much. So what if we do 2? So now it's increasing. I think I forgot how to do this. For now, we'll just make it so that way it does not do like that. Yeah, next tutorial I'll cover lava and a bunch of other stuff. So over here, all we need to do is make lava deadly, and we can simply do that with an AND block. So I don't really remember how to use the lava thing, but I think it's quite, yeah, I think so, yeah. Also, we need to reset its position. I just realized that. Go to x0, y0. And yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So unless there are spikes in the lava, these levels are getting much harder to traverse. I think the spikes are misplaced. I feel like spikes at the end are just not as... Okay, so I'm going to remove a few spikes and I'm going to close in, yeah. And then I'm going to heat these so that way they're there. Then I'm going to make these longer spikes. And I feel like we're lacking vertical spikes, so I'm just going to position it where I feel like it's good. So now, we can make these look like independent spikes. And also, did you notice how the player falls when they hit the spike? So that's a pretty big improvement because normally in most platformers, even if it's a vertical flight, the player just stops. In fact, in the Planet of Platformer, it does not happen like that. In fact, I think I might want to update the Planet of Platformer code in order to do this. So this was first just an experiment which I wanted to try out with that move thing, but now it's actually quite satisfying, the fact that the player now does that. Also, the hotkeys are fixed. Yes. And let's test this out. So now vertical spikes actually do work. So does the lava, and so some spike things might create interesting patterns and all of that. For example, if you hit it in the correct way, that one, it might create a very interesting spike thing. So why anyone would want to climb up here? That would be useful when vertical scenes are there. That is bad level design. I'd better fix that up. Actually, I think it might be due to misplacement of the spikes, so. Remove. Phew. That's much better. So this should fix it. So now if I do that, it won't create that super unusual pattern thing. Also, it seems like you can live in lava, so we'd better fix. Well, the lava animation is quite slow. So I think a good way to fix that thing would be to... I think I know what the problem is. Hold on. In the player death, stop other scripts and sprite. Let's just test out to see whether this is the same. Yeah, it's still good. It's still good. So now, in the lava thing, The problem with the lava is that you surface. That's not really what you want, but I'm guessing it'll be okay. Actually, I think you might want to surface. So, I guess I could try separate animation scripts, but that would be for another video. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye!